Then Agatha spotted it, out of the corner of her eye. A glass droplet with wine inside. He was asleep in the king's bedroom, wrapped in blood-stained bandages, the sky pitch dark through the windows. "Sophie, I found it," she said, holding up the crystal. But Sophie was staring into another small crystal, her body stiff, as she watched the scenes inside replay over and over. "What is it?" Agatha asked, the ball darkening around them. Sophie snapped out of her chase. "Nothing. Drunk crystal. That's the one. The crystal with wine." "If it's drunk, why did you just slip it in your pocket?" Agatha started. "So I don't mix it up with the others. Stop wasting time we don't have," Sophie berated, pointing at the crystal in Agatha's palm. "Hurry! Open it!" Sophie grabbed onto her friend's hand as Agatha stilled her breath and peered into the glass. Blue light poured forth, and the two girls leaped inside. Their feet hit ground in the king's bedroom, humid and smelling of 1,000 flowers, while wishing bouquets from other kingdoms powdered into corners. A slit of blue light hovered vertically behind the two girls, their portal to escape. King Wyatt lay motionless on the bed, his body trapped in plaster, his bruised eyelids closed and clenched lips oozing blood onto the pillow. Agatha took a step towards him. His eyes flew open, the blue-green pools locked on the two girls. Before he could scream, Sophie whipped the letter out of Agatha's hands and jumped onto the bed, covering Wyatt's mouth with her palm, pinning him under the weight of her chest. He writhed beneath her blue and red dress, his blood smearing her fingers. "Listen, darling. Listen to me," she said, fumbling at the letter in her lap, losing hold of it a few times before thrusting it in front of his face. "I need you to read this. Do you see what it says?" Agatha saw Wyatt startle with shock, his cheeks drain color. Sophie pulled the letter down. "The situation is clear now, isn't it?" Wyatt lay stiff as a corpse. "Good," said Sophie. "Agatha seems to think King Wyatt isn't your father. This letter is her proof." She leaned in, her nose almost to the king's. "So I need you to tell me who your real father is. The truth, this time. I'm going to move my hand, and you're going to tell me. Understood?" "She's moving too fast," Agatha thought. "She's forcing it." Sophie glared into Wyatt's eyes. 3, 2, 1. "Sophie, wait!" Agatha gasped. Sophie lifted her hand. "Help! Help me!" Wyatt yelled. "Help!" Gas burst through the doors, armor gleaming and swords wasted, but Agatha was already swooping Sophie off the bed and throwing both their bodies through the blue portal. Agatha landed hard on the glass of the face crystal ball, her body radiating the pain. She lashed up and seized Sophie by the arm. "You idiot! You fool! You acted like his friend instead of threatening him. You should have held your finger close to his throat or suffocated him with a pillow. Something to make him tell the truth. I could have gotten the truth out of him. That's why I made you swear to let me handle it." You were too slow, Sophie grunted, clenching at her chest, her hands still shaken with wine's blood. I did what had to be done. I did what was right. What was right? What are you talking about? This was our one chance, Agatha cried. Our one chance to get the truth. She stopped the coat. Sophie backed it up in shock. Because the spatter of wine's blood was magically peeing off Sophie's hand. The girls watched the pattern of blood lift off Sophie's skin and float upwards, the blood thickening and deepening in color. Slowly, the pattern began to collapse, and the drops of blood pooling together into a tiny spear, swelling like a seed, the surface hardening, the edges sharpening, until at last its shape was complete. A crystal, a blood crystal. It drifted higher towards the phantom mask and took its place at the center of the mask between the two eyeless holes. Agatha reached up into the phantom and pulled the crystal down into her palm. She and Sophie hunched forward and peered inside the smooth red glass, watching the beginning of the scenes unfold. The two girls exchanged tense looks. We need to go in, Agatha said. Sophie didn't argue. The glow of the baseball faded, the connection barely holding on. But Agatha was already grasping Sophie's hand and glowing into the wet center. A storm of lights later, they were inside the crystal of the king's blood. The scenes had a red tinge to it, as if taking place in the haze of a blood sun. They were inside Lady Grimling's old bedroom in the West Tower of Camelot, watching Theodos's former steward pace back and forth, glancing anxiously out her window. Agatha almost hadn't recognized her. Gisela Grimling still wore her signature lavender robes, but she was younger, much younger, hardly 20 years old, her tan face supple and radiant, her eyebrows thick and lips through, her blonde hair loose to her shoulders. Lady Grimling stopped and put her nose to the window, searching the dark garden outside. Then she went on pacing. The glass of her window didn't reflect the two intruders from another time, nor the faint spottle of light behind them.